Hello, welcome to another Almond Cat Hour of a Devastation draft. Here we got a spicy one. We got Unesh Cryosphinx Sovereign. Sphinx spells cost 2 less to cast. That only comes up if you're very lucky. But when it enters, you effectively get a 4-card Factor Fiction. So a 6-mana 4/4 flyer that draws you a bunch of cards. Pretty hard to pass. I will be taking that. I've never played with it, and I kind of want to know how good it is. And we're going to be passing Open Fire in red, Ronus' Stalwart in green, Magmaroth also is, I guess, pretty good in red, Spellweaver Eternal in blue, and then like a Doomfall. So I think if I wasn't taking this, I think I would take the Open Fire, and then probably Ronus' Stalwart, based on the fact that it's the only green card, besides like a Gift of Strength. But we're going to take the Cryosphinx, hope to wheel something like a, I don't know, Spellweaver Eternal maybe, but this card seems great. Okay, so missing out on a rare, but there is an Open Fire in the pack, and that card's really good. So I'll be taking that, passing on like a Desert of the Mindful, and more good green. So yeah, we could have taken 2 Stalwarts in the beginning if we were in green, and maybe that's better, but I really want to try out this Mythic and see how strong it is. And I think Open Fire is just enough better than the Desert, or there's actually no other blue card, so yeah, we're going to take this. Be pretty happy about it. Wow, okay. Here are some picks. So we have Magmaroth, which I think is just great. 4 mana. If you have a lot of spells, this card blocks well, attacks well. But it's kind of just like a mediocre card otherwise. Supreme Will is very good. 3 mana, it's a counter spell, and then if that's not good, it looks for your best card. Helps you find Unesh if you want. And I think that's what I'm going to be taking. Helps me stay on color with my rare. And I think it's enough better than a Spellweaver Eternal that I'll be taking it instead. Okay, Relentless Magmaroths. I'm deciding if that's actually the pickup over Lethal Sting, which is also quite good. But that means kind of venturing into even more colors. And I don't really want to lose this Open Fire. I think keeping this is better than just picking a Lethal Sting. So really the decision is between Magmaroth, Kenris Trapper, or just kind of taking strategic planning and making sure that our blue is strong enough. And I think I will just probably take the safe pick. These cards, well, maybe not. Maybe I do just want the Magmaroth. Because I'm not going to miss the strategic planning much, but I will miss this Magmaroth. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, wow, okay. Here we have Aerial Guide, which is just pretty good, aggressive. Flying Magmaroth is sweet. Desert of the Fervent, if we want to fix our mana. And then Tragic Lesson and Unsummon as some interactive or card advantage spells. I don't think I'm going to take the Desert. I think picking up blue playables is better than Deserts in a color that I might not even end up in. And I don't think it's Tragic Lesson. I think it's between Unsummon and the Aerial Guide. And I think Aerial Guide's just really good, even in the blue-red deck. This card, you know, Flying Magmaroth is good, and a lot of the red creatures are aggressive, but then once you give them flying, they just hit really hard. So we could be more of an aggressive deck than I had originally thought. Giving Unesh is pretty controlling, but here we can take an Unsummon and be pretty happy about it. Missing a dagger, but I've been very impressed with Unsummon. So out of this pack, Refuse to Cooperate. This is only if we're like really aggressive. It just doesn't even seem playable. I guess like the Aftermath is good, you can copy like a kill spell, but the original is fine. Like 4 mana is so much, and what's it gonna do, like 4 damage to them? But I think it's better than Granatic Titan. I'm gonna try it. I might not play it, but I'm at least gonna take it. Just to find out. Supreme Will is quite nice, though I will take that card over Reedstalker and Blur of Blades and a wall. Okay. Another Magmaroth? I will definitely play that card. Yeah, it looks pretty cool with all of our, like, you know, interaction. And Aerial Guide plus Magmroth again, hit for 5 in the air is so nice. So I think I'd like to pick up some 2-drops, as in we have 0 right now. But our late game looks pretty good already. Double Supreme Will, nice counterspell, stops them from hitting like 4 and 5 mana plays. But we need a way to deal with if they play like a good 2-drop. Right now we'll be quite behind, especially for on the draw. Because holding up counterspell is good, but when you're already getting beaten down, because the 2-drops in this format hit really hard, usually for 3 damage. We'll pick up a Gilded Ceradon. That card's nice. It's a late Steadfast Sentinel, maybe? Gideon's Defeat's okay, but this card's nice. Probably want this Proven Combatant. Is that better than Blur of Blades? Yeah. Again, I was mentioning how I wanted early plays. This card can block pretty well, and then it eternalizes later for value. And I think that's better than a 2-mana removal spell that only kills a 1/1. Here, I guess I'll take a Cunning Survivor. Probably won't play it. I will probably play this Tragic Lesson, depending on how slow our deck looks, but I do like this card. Probably not playing that or that. So I would like to pick up a couple deserts. Otherwise this Gilded Ceradon is not that good. He looks kind of cool though. Wow. Well, we found a splash color. We're not really missing out on much by taking it. Right? There's like a Spellweaver Eternal, and yeah, we're taking the Scorpion God. This card's amazing. Even just on the splash, even just as a 5-mana 6/5 that doesn't die, this card's great. And if you can activate the ability even just a couple times, this can just easily take over the game. So, I don't know how every time I end up in Grixis in this format, but this time it's not my fault. I opened 2 Bomb Mythics in those colors. So, maybe I'll get past the Nicol Bolas and just have the sweetest deck of all time. But we'll see. Ooh, okay. Riddle Form looks really sweet in this deck. We have Open Fire, Tragic Lesson, Double Supreme Will, Unsummon. There's also an Unsummon, which is okay. Hollow One, kind of nice, but I like Riddle Form. Lets you go late, draws you cards. Well, not draws you cards, but Scry is pretty strong. I think that's enough better. I think I've been taking the Sunset Pyramids too high, so I'm not going to take that. And besides, we already have such good late game, we don't really need it. And other than that, I guess Firebrand Archer is the other consideration. I like Riddle Form though. This card's good. Wow, okay. I think I just take the Fervent Paincaster. Grind to Dust is premium rare though. Just exile 2 creatures for 6 mana is so good. Even more than 2 if you're lucky. But Paincaster is quite good. Enough better than the Ceradon or Strategic Planning. And there's another Paincaster, and we'll be taking it. I need to remember we're in black-ish. That's a really late Desert hold, but Paincaster is just a really good card. And, ooh, okay, now we have a choice. Bloodwater Entity, which I think is very good, or Crypt of the Eternals to help us splash the Scorpion God. I think I like Bloodwater. This card's just insane. And getting it this late is very nice. Okay, here we have Frontline Devastator, but I think I just want the wall. I don't really want any of these cards, so maybe Seer if I need like a big blocker. But probably not playing that one. So here it's an interesting choice between Defiant Kenra or just a Survivor's Encampment. I think the Encampment's nice. It gives me a desert for the Ceradon and helps fix my splash. And I can probably pick up more 2-drops if I need. Cards I want to cut. I don't really want to play this Proven Combatant. I don't really think I need Tragic Lesson given that I have 2 Mythics. Gilded Ceradon is fine. I don't need it. These Paincasters are good. Riddle Form is decent. Maybe I want to cut the wall, but I'll definitely play it. Just if I survive, I'm going to win the late game. I don't think Refuse to Cooperate is for this deck. I'm not as aggressive as I had originally started out being. I'm just kind of, I have 2 Mythics. Ha ha ha. Wow, that's a late. Maybe I definitely have been overvaluing Pyramid if it goes this late. So it's between Kenra and the Rune Rat. And probably just Kenra can block early. Rune Rat I'm unlikely to be able to cast, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of a 2-drop. I will take this Hollow one. 5 mana 4/4 that can get cheaper seems nice. I might play it over the Gilded Ceradon, just because, you know, sometimes we might have mana issues and we can cast this for pretty easy. And cycling is nice in case we are just looking for land drops to hit, or looking for like a swamp for the Scorpion God. Still would like some better 2-drops. I might play the, wow, that's a really late Catcher's Avenger, but I might actually play this Moaning Wall. 5 toughness is really hard to get through in this format. And I know it's our splash color, but we can cycle it when it's not good. I'd like to see a bit more red removal. Be nice if I can get a board wipe. I think it's a bit greedy, but you never know. These Magmaroths still look good, but not amazing. I need a couple more instants and sorceries. I need a lot of those, why can't I remember them? It's the 2-drop 1/3 that when you play an instance or sorcery you can loot. Those would be really good in this deck. Just early blockers, filter through my draws. I'm just gonna take this, I guess. If for some reason I need to side it in. I can see a world where I play Godfarrow's Faithful, but that would be splashing another card, so probably not doing that. Okay. Here we have some things. Canyon Slough helps fix our mana. Gravedigger is quite good. Gets back any of our creatures we want. But I think a play here is just Magma Spray. Just 1 mana, kill any creature. Exile the Embalm creatures is quite nice. Sad to see these 2 go, because these cards are great, but it's really hard to pass up on a Magma Spray. We can get it back with Bloodwater Entity. Just all around great. Wow, okay. Prepare to Fight. Very good, not for us. Cartouche's Strength is good. But I think here we're deciding between a Seeker of Insight and a Labyrinth Guardian. And that's kind of a tough pick. Seeker is very good and filters through our draws, but Labyrinth Guardian just blocks everything early. Good card advantage. And I think that's the pick. I can probably pick up more Seekers. Wow, okay. Trial of Zeal I think is definitely the pick. 3 mana, 3 damage. We don't have any cartouches, but I mean this is good enough on its own. Passing like a Shimmer Scale Drake, but ooh, okay. There's a lot of picks here. Neheb the Worthy. Minotaurs have first strike, and each player discards. I don't actually think we want that. We're probably just going to take a Nefcrop Entangler or a Painted Bluffs. Painted Bluffs completes the splash, I think. We'll play like 1 swamp and then these 2. Whereas Nefcrop Entangler is just kind of like a premium 2-drop. And I think besides that, maybe like Winds of Rebuke would be the play. Well, I'm just going to take the Entangler. Card's just very good. From this pack, there's really not much for us. I don't think I'm going to play Illusory Wrappings. We're not in white. Festering Mummies, the upside of him is that you can play it early, so when you're playing like 3 black sources maybe, I don't know if it's good enough. Shadowstorm Vizier, I don't have much cycling. But I don't think I'm going to be playing Hyena pack, so I'm going to take the Vizier. Probably won't be playing it. Kefnit's Monument is the bad one. I think Floodwaters could be good in this deck. Okay, Secret of Insight I think we just have to take. Just 2 mana plays are so important, and this filters through our draws, helps us find our bombs. All around a great card. Here, maybe we'll take the Hyena pack now. I'm not going to play any of the rest of these. Well, maybe Compelling Argument? No, I don't think so. We don't have any Shimmer Scale Drakes. Or, what is it? The 3 mana Drake that power gets bigger with how many instants and sorceries you have. Okay, so cards we want to cut. Not many. Maybe this hollow one just isn't good enough. Oh, this Defiant Kenra might not be good. Okay, all the good cards got swiped. Let's just take Gate to the Afterlife because it's supposedly standard playable. Ooh, another Seeker. Okay, that's very good. So I think, let's see, I think I want 1 Swamp? Whoa, Shimmer Scale Drake? I can't come around, that card's great. Okay. Yeah, definitely better than Hollow One. I don't even think we need this wall anymore with these 2 Seekers. Blazing Valley is a nice sideboard card. This deck looks awesome. Probably not starting Floodwaters. So I think this is the deck as it is. And I really like it. Proven Combatant is just okay. So these 2 are like medium. Trying to decide if I have anything better than them. Not a Hyena pack. Crook of Condemnation. So Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs could come in, but I think maybe I'll just side that in. I like having Tragic Lesson if I'm splashing. Just helps me find the cards I want. Okay, this puts them into the graveyard. Good to know. But it's so many Hyena packs. Yeah, this deck is amazing. Even Proven Combatant is okay. I can discard both of these to Seeker and get some card advantage that way. And good with Aerial Guide, I can hit in the air with them. So I think, yeah, 17 lands. Probably, let's sort by color. So this is blue-red. So I have more early blue plays, and then some mid-range red. So the question is, how many black sources do I play? Do I play 1 swamp or 2? Huh. Let's see what the mana looks like with 2 swamps. Sort by CMC. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red, 7 blue. Survivor's Encampment makes it 8. Huh. Because I kind of want to have more swamps because this ability on him is so good that even just casting him is fine, but activating the ability is very nice. And I can discard extra swamps with these Seekers. So yeah, do I run it like this or do I want 1 more island? I think this is fine. If I win game 1 and my opponent's deck looks particularly weak, I think I'm going to side out the Scorpion God for like a Floodwaters just to make my mana better, because the base deck is already very good, and just playing him makes it stronger, but it also makes it a bit more volatile. So we're going to run it like this. Catch you guys round 1.